All right, welcome back, guys. Automotive Inc. here. So, as part of the follow-up when it comes to doing the LED swaps, um, GM uses a lot of, well, all of them use a lot of incandescent bulbs on their lower trim packages. And why? Because they're dependable and they give you adequate light. But as inexpensive as LED bulbs are these days, I like to get those old incandescent bulbs out of there. So I did the headlights a while back, and I try and keep these options affordable. So when people are like, oh man, I've looked at bulbs, they're so expensive. Well, I'm going to put links in all the descriptions. If you click on those, it'll take you right to Zon. You'll find the bulbs that I like to use, and they're usually so cheap, it's very affordable to do. But nonetheless, most of these you can do without any tools whatsoever. Obviously, the older your vehicle, you might just have some mud and some crud up there when you're getting these things loose. But I've already swapped one of these license plate light bulbs out. So let's take a look at what light illuminates out of a standard incandescent 194 bulb. Again, for this, you'll need 2 bulbs. All right, so what I like to do is I like to keep the key fob with me. And so you can hit this. So you can see how dull that light is. And one thing I'll tell you is when you're using these cameras on the back of your vehicles, the more light they can get at night, the better, okay? So right there is the one that we swapped out, and there's Captain Dual. So what we do is we get underneath here, and you can see where it's already illuminated on the back there. All you're gonna do is find a way to reach your hand out up in there, whichever one's easiest. You're gonna push it in a little bit, twist it counterclockwise, and then wiggle it out. All right, now this one already has the LED bulb in it, so once you put the bulb in, hit your unlock button again or your lock so it illuminates this. If for some reason it's not, pull it out, flip it 180, and then put it back in. Should work just fine. Then once you're done, you're gonna put it back in here, push it in, and give it a little twist until you hear that little click, and then you're good to go. So we're over here on the other side, so I'm gonna push in counterclockwise and pull it out right there. Now the pickle is I got big hands, is trying to get this incandescent bulb out. So sometimes these get a little slippery, but these ones are not like your headlight bulbs. You can actually touch these and manhandle them, but the more greasy your fingers are, make sure you wipe that off if you're gonna reuse this bulb at any point. But I'm gonna reach up there and pull this out. All right, so when I initially put this one in, the new LED, it didn't illuminate, so I just pulled it out before I stuck it back in the deal, and flipped it 180, and once I got the polarity reversed, it was just fine. So we're gonna get it back up in here, and then we're just gonna push and click that bad boy in. All right, guys, I always do recommend keeping your originals just in case. I wouldn't pull these out if you were going to trade the vehicle away, but nonetheless, if you needed to go back to one and spare, you could. But look how much more light that puts out. And then, like I said, once that illuminates and stuff like that, I'll be able to show you the difference up here when I do the tail lights and stuff. We do the backup lights, just going LED, how much that big of a difference is going to be. So if you guys do enjoy these videos, got a lot of good content on trucks and cars, please feel free to look down the corner, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell to know when we get new content coming, and also a like if you wouldn't mind. Again, guys, there will be links in the description to these bulbs, so you can head over to the Zon and look for them. If you want to keep searching while you're there for different bulbs, there are many different kinds. Just make sure you look at the reviews. And then again, some of these, even though they are standard 194 bulbs, they might be a little bit bigger than others. So if you get one and it doesn't fit in the hole, make sure you get one that has a return policy so you can send it back and get ones that will fit in those holes. So every one of the ones I'm going to put on my link, actually I know fit in the holes and allows it to seal correctly. So all right, thanks a lot, guys. See you on the next one.